A furnace covered with ash loses its heat. Barnes kept his fire alive for years before Edison saw it. 5 years he labored in humble posts, yet in his mind the fire never dimmed. He was already Edison's partner in thought long before the contract arrived. A weak desire would have grown cold. His burning desire made the years serve as fuel until the furnace broke open the door. Desire must be written, spoken, and guarded, but above all it must be felt. Without emotion, the decree is brittle. With emotion, it glows like steel. The subconscious mind answers emotion more quickly than reason. You must therefore feel your wealth before you hold it, see it before you touch it, live it in your spirit before you live it in your home. Repeat again, my desire burns like fire. I feel it, I live it, I command it. I attract men, means, and moments because I am aflame with purpose. I do not wish, I desire. I do not hope, I decide. My furnace glows, my destiny approaches. The timid will call you obsessed. Let them. Obsession with drifting is ruin. Obsession with definiteness is triumph. Every man who altered history was consumed by his desire. Lincoln desired unity, though the nation bled. Edison desired light, though the night mocked him 10,000 times. Ford desired wheels in every home, though experts laughed. Each kept the furnace burning. So must you. Let desire consume hesitation, devour excuses, and melt fear. Each time you speak, stoke the fire. Each time you plan, throw on more fuel. Each time you act, watch the flames leap higher. Wealth is timid with cold men. Wealth hurries toward the hot. Ignite your furnace until the air itself burns. Rule 3. Speak the law. Auto-suggestion that turns brass into gold. Thought is a soldier, but words are the trumpet that sends it marching. You may think strongly, but until you speak, your thought has not yet become command. The subconscious mind does not argue with you. It accepts the voice of authority. And the only authority it recognizes is the word repeated with faith and emotion, spoken as law, never as chance. Auto-suggestion is the channel through which desire and decree are carried into the subconscious. It is the means by which thought becomes flesh, the law becomes deed. The rich practice it daily, though they rarely name it. They repeat their decrees, they affirm their power, they picture their goal while speaking it. Brass thoughts are transmuted into gold actions through this steady repetition. Each morning, upon rising, take your written decree in hand. Read it aloud as one who issues orders to an army. Do not murmur as one doubtful. Stand firm, speak slow, feel every word. Say the sum, the date, the service, the blessing. Each night, before rest, repeat it again until your subconscious accepts it as a completed fact and begins to arrange the evidence in your life. Edison commanded his mind in this way. He did not sit waiting for inspiration like a beggar. He told his inner shop what to deliver, then went to work. He spoke to his subconscious with definiteness. I will produce light. Though thousands of failures came, the inner shop kept producing ideas until at last the decree was fulfilled. Say with me, I see the sum. I name the service. I declare the date. I bless the ones who will be served. I am calm. I am grateful. I am certain. My decree is done. The evidence comes to me. I act as though I already possess it. I walk as one whose order is fulfilled. Speak it until your tongue feels like a king's scepter. Do not hurry these words. Let them drop into your mind like seeds into black soil. Too many rush through affirmations as though they were chores. The subconscious does not respond to hurried sound. It responds to steady, heated declaration. Feel the decree. Speak with thanksgiving in advance. Gratitude is faith with work clothes on. It convinces the subconscious the harvest is already yours. Remember, faith and emotion are the heat. Words spoken cold are brass. Words spoken hot become gold. When you speak with passion, your subconscious accepts. When you speak with certainty, Infinite intelligence responds. The inner court goes to work silently, gathering allies, arranging meetings, bringing insights, showing paths you had not seen before. But beware errors. Do not boast to the crowd. Do not scatter your decree before doubters. Public boasting is vanity, not auto-suggestion. Gossiping your plan weakens it. Speak inwardly, not outwardly. Prove your law by action, not chatter. Men will help the worker, but they will laugh at the talker. The flower does not shout while it is seed. It works silently until it blooms. Barnes, before his partnership with Edison, repeated to himself daily that he was Edison's business associate. He had no proof, no contract, no wage worth mentioning, but his tongue rehearsed the decree until his subconscious believed it. His actions then aligned with it, and one day Edison gave him the chance. Brass thought had been turned into gold fact. Say again, my word is law to me. I obey my decree. My subconscious accepts and supplies. Infinite intelligence aligns with me. I do not doubt. I do not drift. I speak, I feel, I act, and I persist. My words are the trumpet. My mind is the army. My decree is the campaign, and my victory is certain. Do not underestimate repetition. The subconscious obeys habit, not whim. If you speak once, it barely notices. If you speak daily, morning and night, with fire, it engraves the order as law. The engraving is permanent. Once engraved, the subconscious cannot resist delivering. Many call this law mystical. It is only obedience to habit. Gratitude seals the process. Thank God in advance. Thank Him as though the harvest were already delivered. This act of thanksgiving is not empty. It is evidence of faith. The subconscious translates it as fact. Infinite intelligence reads it as certainty. The universe loves the man who gives thanks before he receives. Such a man never waits long for proof. Now, take this drill. For 7 nights before bed, close your eyes, speak your decree aloud, picture yourself in possession of it, and feel gratitude for it. Keep a record of any ideas, names, or insights that come to you upon waking. Many fortunes have begun as dawn thoughts, planted by the seeds of nighttime auto-suggestion. Your fortune waits on your obedience. The timid call this self-hypnosis. The wise call it command. You are not fooling yourself when you speak. You are training yourself. You are feeding the furnace of desire, engraving the order in your inner shop, instructing the workers who never sleep. This is how brass thought is hammered into golden fact. Rule 4, lend me your wings, the mastermind that doubles your power. No man becomes a tycoon by the solitary power of his own brain. One mind, however strong, is limited. 2 or more minds, united in harmony and bound to a definite purpose, generate a third invisible mind greater than all. This is the mastermind principle. It is the private secret of the wealthy, the wings that lifted them above ordinary men. When minds meet in discord, nothing happens but quarrel. When minds meet in harmony, a current flows, ideas multiply, courage deepens, and power gathers. It is like striking flint against steel, sparks leap. The mastermind is not mere partnership, it is fusion. It is not conversation, it is creation. It is the law that multiplies human energy into fortune. Andrew Carnegie admitted openly that his fortune would have been impossible without this law. He surrounded himself with men more skilled than himself. Schwab brought boldness, Gary brought order, others brought knowledge. Alone they were strong. Together they became a magnet that pulled iron from the earth and gold from the markets. That invisible mind among them multiplied every stroke. Charles Schwab was lifted by this law. He was not the most brilliant engineer nor the wealthiest investor, but his energy, his ability to unite men in harmony, his knack for keeping a room electric made him indispensable. Carnegie once said Schwab's faith and fire added millions to the coffers. That was the mastermind at work, 2 men combining into something greater. Do not confuse this law with ordinary alliances. Many sit in meetings where envy, fear, and vanity choke the air. That is not mastermind, that is drift. To create a mastermind, the air must be clean, the aim must be definite, and the members must unite with harmony. Discord drains, harmony charges. How then do you assemble such a power? Choose men and women who are strong in knowledge, firm in character, and definite in purpose. Character first, knowledge second. A crooked mind will bend the beam of the entire group. One envious spirit can poison the well. Better a few in harmony than a multitude in discord. Hold regular councils. Begin each with the decree, the definite aim. Place obstacles on the table, not as walls, but as drafts to be improved. Invite criticism that is clean, not cruel. Keep vanity outside. Record decisions as law. Each member departs with a task. When you meet again, proofs are laid down. This rhythm forges power. Say with me, we meet in harmony for a definite purpose. Our minds unite. A greater mind presides. We give more than we take. We speak with faith. We decide with clarity. We depart with action. Discord cannot dwell among us. Harmony is our music. Success is our song. Speak this in every gathering until it becomes law. History records the fruits of such councils. The creation of United States Steel was not the work of one man. It was the product of minds united. Carnegie's vision, Schwab's fire, Morgan's capital, Gary's discipline. The mastermind was present, and iron became the backbone of a nation. The scale of that fortune was equal to the scale of harmony. Edison himself, though a genius, depended on a mastermind. His laboratory was not a lonely room, but a hive. He gathered assistants, thinkers, craftsmen, each contributing. Edison provided the vision, but the harmony of many minds built the reality. His genius was magnified by their union. He lent them his wings, they lent him theirs, and together they flew. Affirm this: I do not walk alone. I choose allies of faith, character, and skill. We meet in harmony, we act in definiteness, we persist in unity. Out of our meeting arises a mind greater than ours. That mind serves our aim, strengthens our courage, multiplies our ideas, and hastens our fortune. We are not drifters, we are creators. Do not mistake isolation for strength. The lone wolf starves, the flock thrives. The rich guard this secret because they know most men will not pay the price of harmony. Envy is easier than cooperation. Pride is easier than submission. But the man who masters himself enough to unite with others in harmony is the man who multiplies his wings. Your mastermind may begin small, 2 men meeting weekly. Do not despise it. 2 minds united sincerely can draw upon infinite intelligence. Begin where you are. Choose carefully. Meet faithfully. Keep harmony. Keep definiteness. Keep records. Watch how swiftly courage rises, plans multiply, and opportunities appear. That is the invisible hand of the master mind. Say again, we lend each other wings. Our harmony multiplies power. Our definiteness directs it. Our persistence sustains it. Our success proves it. Rule 5. Spend the day before you earn it. Go the extra mile this hour. The world pays most men only once by wage, but the man who will be wealthy is paid twice, once by his present purse, and again by the treasure his extra service buys. To render more and better service than you are paid for is the arithmetic of greatness. It is the seed law. No man who obeys it can remain poor, for the shadow of service is always reward. You cannot escape this law, whether you serve grudgingly or royally. If you serve with stingy effort, the shadow is poverty. If you serve with abundance, the shadow is wealth. The poor refuse this truth because it demands faith. They say, I will do more when I am paid more, but the rich discovered, I am paid more when I do more. Think of F.W. Woolworth. Before his chain of stores covered America, he was a clerk who swept floors. But he swept with care, watched customers, studied their desires. His extra service purchased tomorrow's counters. That dust on his broom was gold in disguise. His employer paid him a wage. The law of service paid him a fortune. Edwin C. Barnes, before he signed a contract with Edison, did the humble tasks others despised. He carried papers, fetched supplies, learned the machines, but he did them with the pride of a partner, not the complaint of a servant. His extra service proved his decree. Edison gave him the chance not because he begged, but because he demonstrated fitness through service beyond pay. Render more than you are paid for, and you are proving faith. You are declaring, I believe so fully in my future reward that I can afford to sow now. Faith without this act is pretense. Faith clothed in service is irresistible. Employers, investors, buyers, they all recognize this silent proof. Extra service is the advertisement of destiny. Say with me, I am paid by two masters, today's purse and tomorrow's treasure. I serve both. I give without counting. I do more than is asked, better than is required. Reward follows me like a shadow. I cannot escape it. I do not wait to be paid to serve. I serve, and therefore I am paid. The poor scoff at this, for they see only the short term. They believe giving extra is waste. But the wealthy know that the law never fails. Every extra seed finds soil. Every seed becomes harvest. The time of reaping may vary, but the certainty is fixed. Riches have no choice but to follow one who continually sows more than he harvests. Do not confuse this law with slavery. It is not about surrendering yourself to be abused. It is about giving quality, diligence, imagination, and care above the common measure. It is about surprising those you serve, improving their lot, delighting their mind, exceeding expectation. This enlarges you, trains you, and plants in the soil of tomorrow. Practical drill. Choose 3 beneficiaries today: an employer, a client, a partner. Write 1 bold improvement you can deliver for each. Act on it without announcement. Let the service speak. Record what happens. Repeat this for 7 days. You will see with your own eyes how swiftly unseen doors begin to open. Henry Ford built his empire upon this law. He paid men higher wages than his rivals, gave them better working conditions, and in return demanded efficiency. He went the extra mile for them, and they for him. The result was loyalty, speed, and profit multiplied. His motor cars carried the stamp of service beyond wage, and the world rewarded him without end. The extra mile is the toll road most men will not take. It is steep at the start, but smooth thereafter. At first it feels unrewarded, but in time you realize you have left the crowd far behind. There is little competition on the extra mile, for fear keeps most men on the ordinary road. If you will persist, riches will have no place to go but into your hands. Say again, I am the man of extra service. I do not count the minutes. I do not whine for wage before I work. I plant richly, therefore I harvest richly. My service is greater than my pay, therefore my pay must soon equal my service. I cannot be denied, for I cannot be stopped. I go the extra mile this hour. Every page of history proves it. Rockefeller gave service in organization that far exceeded the crude trade of his day. Carnegie built systems of steel stronger than any then imagined. Schwab offered enthusiasm, drive, and loyalty far beyond his salary. Each man was paid more than any of his generation because each gave more. The arithmetic never fails. Let today be the day you stop measuring narrowly. Stop asking, what is in it for me now? Begin asking, what can I add that will multiply later? Each improvement, each extra care, each added value is a coin placed in the vault of the future. Sooner than you expect, the vault will open, and you will be astonished at the wealth your extra service purchased. Rule 6. Make friends with the clock. Decision and action in 24 hours. You have asked me, can riches truly come in a day? I answer, yes, if you will obey the law of swift decision and action. Most men are defeated not by poverty, but by delay. They postpone letters, calls, plans, and bold moves until the chance has rotted. The man who decides today and acts today has harnessed time as his ally. The drifter treats time as enemy. The master makes it servant. Decision is the door through which destiny enters. Indecision is drift. When you hesitate, you leave the door wide for fear, doubt, and chance. Henry Ford listened to engineers who declared his V8 motor impossible. He did not appoint a committee to study impossibility. He decided, produce it anyway. His decision shortened time, compressed years into months, and gave him mastery of an industry. Think of the 24 hours before you now. You may waste them on worry, drift, and idle chatter, or you may compress them into a lever that moves your life. In one day you can write your decree, rehearse it aloud, ignite desire with vivid pictures, repeat your auto-suggestions with fire, meet or call 2 allies for your mastermind, deliver 1 act of extra service, and take 1 bold step you have postponed. That day is worth a year. The timid will say, one day cannot matter. But history is built on single days. One day Gonzales preached, and Armour gave 1 million. One day Lincoln signed a decree that freed a people. One day Rockefeller closed a deal that shifted the world's oil. Riches and power respect time because they are born in the decisive hour. You must learn to act while the day is yours. List the oldest act you have delayed, a call you have feared, a plan you have postponed, a truth you have silenced. Place it first tomorrow after sunrise. Do it before breakfast if you must starve fear. The act itself will release energy, summon allies, and feed courage. Delay is death to faith. Decision is life to faith.